is only one facet of Valerie Harper's career, which extends from the stage to TV, feature films, and today she joins us, has not aged a bit, to talk about her most challenging and inspirational role. Yeah, please welcome the iconic Valerie Harper. You are so lovely. It is surreal having you here right now.
Talk to us about a great edit, what you guys did. Oh, yes, it's wonderful.
And you just saw Mary Tyler Moore recently, is that right?
I spoke to her on the phone because she lives on the East Coast, and I called her. She calls me. We keep in touch. She's doing okay.
Yeah.
She really is. There's all this, you know, sensationalistic. But she's been fighting her vision problems that come with diabetes. But my God, she's been since 30 years old. And now she's 2 years older than me, which is 78.
And you have been fighting your own battles, which you've been very vocal about yourself.
Yeah.
I know many people are tuning
really
in to listen to. Talk to us. Take us through the journey. In 2009, you were diagnosed with lung cancer.
By accident. I had no symptoms. They just found a spot on my lung, had it taken out, and my doctor was great. He said, you don't need chemo and you don't need radiation. So I said, great. I went on to do a play, and then a few years later, I was in rehearsal and kind of fell to the ground. We didn't get to actually fainting, but I had a bad pain and numbness. And my husband was, here he is, there's my Tony.
We love Tony. Tony's my paisan. We're going to meet you soon, Tony.
He's so sweet.
He's waiting in the wings.
And he rushed me to the hospital, thought I had a stroke, turned out not. And it turned out that it was lung cancer, but it took him about a month to actually say definitely it was lung cancer. But it was up in my head, in the meninges, where people get meningitis.
Yes.
And it's not brain cancer. And that was misreported as well. So it's so interesting how every cancer patient is different.
Yeah.
But women are in incredible
risk.
Danger. Risk.
You never smoked a day in your life?
Never.
And same with your mom. She had lung cancer.
She did and died of it, yeah.
So what do we do proactively? Because I know in 2013 you were given some very heavy news. When you're told by your doctors that you're only given a few months, and yet here you are.
3 months, yeah.
They said 3 months.
Yeah.
And here you are.
Maybe 6, but for 3 for sure.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then here you are 2 years later.
Over 2, Dina.
What and how are you doing it?
My caretaker, Tony.
No, seriously.
Seriously, there's a wonderful drug that was recently passed by the powers that be. Tarceva is the name of it, and it's only about a few years old, I guess. Well, now it's older. It's not 3 years old, it's 5, because I've been taking it. It hits me hard. I have to plan the next day to rest, but it's working. So who am I to complain about staying in bed and watching TV?
And you talk about visualization. What is that? How does it work? And how do you get to that point of doing it? Because a lot of people, it's like yoga. You can't silence your mind to be able to do this effectively.
That's the point, though, to silence your mind, because your mind holds, oh, I'm going to die. But you know what the news is? Everybody, we're all going to die. All of us. No one's getting out of this alive. Yeah. It's just when and how. So you can't let that take you over. What it should do is push you to living fully each moment.
So what do you visualize?
The visualization is a whole process where it's not a big deal. It's simply you visualizing the cells. Cancer cells as little terrible guys or whatever works for you. I see them as sort of, I don't know, gray little terrible people. But they're me. They're not invading. I don't see them as an invading force. It is my, as I was talking to Janina,
our segment producer.
Oh, she's wonderful. And she said, you know, it's really the cancer's trying to help you. Your body's trying to say something's wrong, something's wrong. You're eating too much sugar. There's too many donuts. There's not enough exercise. It's kind of a warning. And if we can look at it that way. Also, I have good news for people who are facing it, like people in your life. In about 5 years, so I'm told by very famous doctors, it will be a chronic disease. It won't be a death knell. It won't be a death sentence anymore. It'll be that, and they're making incredible process. Just the years that I've had been treating my cancer. Just this last 2 years, what's going on. But visualization is simply visualizing anything, and the sky is the limit.
So you'll close your eyes, lie down
Like
in bed, even for
actors
5
do.
minutes,
Yes.
and I've read that like a magic wand, you picture yourself getting
that's
rid of
what
those
I do.
cells.
Yeah, I do
That's
that.
what you do, and it works for you.
Well, it has. It might get tired. Maybe I have to write a new scenario.
No, it
no,
is.
really, because actors do it all the time. That's what I said. Of course, I can visualize. But there's a book by a guy named Gerald Epstein, Imagery to Heal, or visualization toward health. It's a great manual, and it's for everything from acne to terminal cancer. I mean, it's things you can do. It's taking charge of your disease and saying, I'll do what you say, and it's no guarantee. It's just something
It's
to
true.
do.
And you still indulge and engage in passions like Dancing with the Stars, despite the prognosis.
I know, that
and
was
Two
one.
Broke Girls, which we proudly carry here. And your husband, get over here, Tony.
Come on, Tony.
vieni qua.
Yes, don't
Vieni qua.
wave off.
So
We're
to
on a
my
time
mom
limit.
who's watching, Tony is from Campobasso, which is in
Campobasso, her
Molise.
have
Silent
to,
partner waiting in the wings. Tony, you guys are a beautiful couple
Come on,
celebrating
please.
35 years.
Dean is asking.
See? Listen to your
Sweetheart,
beautiful
you wanna
wife.
sit in the middle?
No, I'm
What's the secret to how many 35 years of wedded bliss, Tony? Dimmi.
We lived together for part of it. Maybe.
We're best friends.
Best friends
We
first.
love doing things together. We have a ball together. I just miss her all day long when I'm not with her. And we just, we've been together for 35 years or so.
And he worries about
never
me
bored.
constantly and keeps me on my pills. Oh, that's the other thing about the imagery. I'm doing it with other things. I'm also doing herbal tea.
Oh, herbal teas.
Yes,
okay.
absolutely. The Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine. It's been around 6,000 years, so how
Can't
could
be
it
wrong.
hurt?
So-
And acupuncture.
And here's the thing, people can see Valerie talk today. Isn't that fancy?
Yes, the little needles could go right in.
It's giving a unique lives and experience lecture. Make sure you go see her at Roy Thompson Hall at 7:30. Go to roythompsonhall.com. Tickets are available also by going to uniquelives.com. Follow Valerie as I do, at Valerie Harper on Twitter.
Aw,
We
you
love you both, and you're
Thanks
both
for
welcome
having us.
anytime.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Viva Campobasso!
Viva Campobasso!
Ciao, ciao.